And the National League, they lose their 7th straight against the American League in the All-Star game. But welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. We got the special edition All-Star game version of the DN post-game show. Thanks for joining us. What a game. You look like the National League was going to make a run at the end there. Brad Hand was in. He got into some trouble. But thanks for joining us, guys. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. My name is Doug McCain. You can find me on Twitter at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. But as always, we get things kicked off. Let me know where you're watching the Dodgers Nation All-Star Game Edition, the Dodgers Nation postgame show from. Give me your cities, give me your zip codes, air codes, whatever it is, where you guys rocking with us tonight. But and definitely going to get your comments in, read all your comments, thoughts, and questions on your boys in blue. We'll break down this game, talk about yesterday's insane home run derby. That was crazy. Jock Pop was at an all-time high yesterday. It was a shame that he wasn't going to be the first Dodger to win the home run derby. But let's see what you guys are. Where you guys from? Jose Gonzalez, number one. First one in on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. How you doing, Jose? We got Lorraine Soto. Gosh darn it, National League. Look, the National League, the series is close. All time, it was 44, 43, and 2 all time. But, of course, that 23, 6, and 1 surge since 1988, it's now 24, 6, and 1. But guess what? Just like you see right there in the title down here, it's an exhibition game. It means nothing. There is no home field advantage on the line anymore, so don't worry about any of that. But, hey, it was just a great opportunity to see your boys in blue on that stage in Cleveland. And really what it turned out to me, I don't know about you guys out there, but I was just licking my chops watching these potential Dodger relievers. You saw what Hand did. You saw Shane Green. You saw Hendricks. And you saw a lot of guys, Will Smith, that the Dodgers have been rumored to be going after some of those superstar relievers and arms. And it was nice to see them on a big stage. Say what you want about the All-Star game. Yes, it's an exhibition game, but all the eyeballs in baseball are watching. There's no other game on. You know you're tuned in. You watch the game. And look, it's still a big deal to be in the All-Star game. And there was definitely pressure for those relievers, and we'll talk about that. But we got the crazy Gio. Game got boring. Look, the game was a little bit of a snore fest. I mean, I thought it was going to be like 9-6. After all the talk about the baseball and the home runs, and we're hitting on pace to hit 1,000 more home runs this year, I thought the long ball was going to be the story, but really Blackman hit one. Not too many big jacks in this game, but anyways, Dodgers played a big role in the loss. Look, I mean, Clayton Kershaw, he got, how about Ryu? Ryu gave up a scoreless inning. Walker Buehler had 2 nasty strikeouts. He gave up a run. Clayton Kershaw gave up a run. I guess you could say that. What's up, Charles Hamill? How you doing, my man? It was all in fun, nothing more than an exhibition game. Let's get it to Friday. I'm with you. Charles, this was really just a little way to spend some time before we go to that World Series rematch. We're going to Fenway. We know that that's a series where we're hoping to get guys back, get guys fresh, and we're hoping to get guys in the lineup that have been out of the lineup like Corey Seager. David Freese was activated. We'll see who is going to be ready to roll when the Dodgers take on the Red Sox in Fenway. But I'm with you, man. It's all about Friday. It's all about this upcoming series. The Dodgers kind of slid into the break, losing 3 of 4. And I'm ready to see this Dodger team healthy, energized. The guys who didn't make the team, like the Verdugo, Justin Turner, guys who may have had a chance, they're going to be rested, ready to roll. We're getting guys off the injured list, and it's going to be exciting next half as we make our way closer to the postseason. I heard that those Fox songs, it gave me those postseason feels, and let me know that we're not too far away from the postseason. But what up, Donna Arnott Nuts? And always, thank goodness, exactly. Tam Smith from the 209, Gene from the 90404. We got Leo Rodriguez, Kershaw with the L. Look, Clayton Kershaw, say what you want. 8th All-Star team for Clayton Kershaw. You're not gonna get any Clayton Kershaw hate from me. Clayton Kershaw is a guy that, look, Clayton Kershaw's 8th All-Star. The only Dodger with more is Pee Wee Reese, and with 10. So other than Pee Wee Reese's 10 All-Star appearances, Clayton Kershaw leads the way with the Dodgers. He's also tied with Campanella and Gil Hodges. Don Drysdale technically was named to 9, but that was when they had 2 All-Star. Back in the day, they had 2 All-Star games per year to generate revenue. So look, Clayton Kershaw's 8th All-Star. He didn't look too great. They were hitting him kind of hard. But here we go. Here we got the AJ Gonzalez. What up, AJ Gonzalez? This guy had the tweet of the night. I love his tweet calling out Joe Buck. That's what I was saying, man. Everyone's talking about this mic'd up stuff. I'm like, I feel bad. These guys have to play against the best players in the world. On top of that, they're forced to talk to Joe Buck. Rather hear people scratching the chalkboard. I'm not the biggest fan of Joe Buck. How about you guys? You guys Joe Buck fans? I mean, look, I know every fan base thinks that he hates them. I personally don't think he's a very big fan of the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's my opinion. I'd much rather see Joe Davis than Joe Buck in the World Series, in the All-Star game. Next year, I think we're going to get a much more exciting show. There's something about Los Angeles and Dodger Stadium. Next year is going to feel special. But we got Jermaine Armetta from the 951 area. Another All-Star game loss for the NL. Any word or news on a possible bullpen arms for our team? I'm happy to see Pollock, Seager, and Freese coming back. I'm with you. It's definitely going to feel like almost like trading for guys when you have David Freese coming back, when you have guys like Corey Seager who was just playing. He was the best. He was the hottest hitter for the Dodgers before he went down. So I'm excited to see what he looks like when he comes back. I'm excited to see what David Freese comes and does when he comes back. I mean, he was one of only 4 Dodgers to have a OPS above 900 when he went down. So David Freese, we need him back. We need that veteran presence. He's also productive. And A.J. Pollock, we still don't know what A.J. Pollock is with this Dodger team. I mean, when he went down, he was slashing 223, 287, and 617 with 2 home runs and 4 RBI. So it was a small sample size, only 28 games. And in Rancho, he was hitting like 0 of 12 with 5 Ks in 4 games. But hey, I think A.J. Pollock, we got to get him back quick. We got to see what we have out of him. Because with the emergence of Corey Seager, Alex Verdugo, one of the great stories of this first half, he's a guy that filled in more than admirably. This guy just turned into a rock star before our eyes. He's a big-time contributor. But here we go. We got Tam Smith. Any regrets that we passed on Chapman? I was thinking, you said it best, Tam. I was thinking the same thing. He was mowing down guys, and you saw what he did with Chicago. You saw my favorite thing about him, by the way, he has that custom license plate that says 105 MPH. I mean, that's a little much, but look, I mean, Aroldis Chapman is definitely elite. He misses bats. This dude has straight gas, elite stuff. But look, hey, you know what? We're going to get our own guy. Trust me, you got to believe that Andrew Freeman, he's going to get this guy. Remember last year, it was all about that selfie with Kemp and Machado. We knew that there was stuff in the works. We'll see what the Dodgers are up to right now. If Freeman and company are watching this game, they had a first-hand look of a lot of these elite receivers that may or may not be available. So I don't really take anything from this game. I know, look, I mean, I saw people, does that mean we get Brad Hand for Austin Barnes straight up or something like that because of his performance? This is an exhibition game. Don't take anything from this, really, in my opinion. Yes, it's a pressure situation on a big stage, but we all know that those are all elite relievers in the game. I like Green. I like Hendricks. Will Smith gave up a home run. He's only given up 2 home runs all year, so that's the thing. I think that we got Ray. What up, Ray, from the 949 from the Orange County. Carlos. All the NL killers didn't really step up, so to clown the Dodgers. I love that. I love that emoji right there. Ryan, we better start winning and hitting come Friday. I'm with you. Look, I mean, they hit 187 against San Diego. The Dodgers really just kind of slid into the All-Star break, dropping 3 of 4, and they're really going to look forward to this series. Dave Roberts said himself, he said, look, first of all, Dave Roberts is talking crazy, man. He's guaranteeing World Series, but he sounded like he's very confident that the Dodgers are going to go into Boston with something to prove. It's a very big-time game to make a statement. The Dodgers have an opportunity to make a statement against the Boston Red Sox on Friday. They're going to face all those lefties, Rodriguez, Price. They're going to face Sale on Friday. I don't think the Dodgers have released their starting pitching just quite yet. But look, going into the All-Star break, they lost 3 in a row, 7 of their last 13. But to me, it's just a bump in the road. I think it's just a bump in the road. The Dodgers, they've had an opportunity to recharge their batteries. They're going to push forward. They're going to get ready for this second half stretch We know it's like the unofficial break with the second half stretch leading into the postseason. Also, they're going to be re-energized with a trade. You know the Dodgers are going to do something to bolster that bullpen. We know it's the weakness. We know it's the weakest link. And I don't think that Andrew Freeman, with a team that's on pace to win 105 games, is going to miss an opportunity to add some bullpen strengths and some help in that bullpen. But, yeah, look, give the Padres credit, but the Dodgers, they own the Padres. There's no question about that. The Dodgers own the Padres. And they're not half bad. I mean, they're at 500. I guess that's literally half bad. But I wouldn't take too much from that little slide there at the end of the game. But it was nice to see Cody Bellinger. What did you guys think of the whole Yelly Belly weekend? Man, it was a lot of Yelly and Belly. It's nice to see they're good friends. It's nice to see the camaraderie between the two. But Cody Bellinger and Christian Yelich definitely have a serious MVP race down the stretch. So looking at the next half of the season, it's going to be Yelly versus Belly. And if you look at these guys, if you look at it, when it comes to average, Bellinger's second, Yelich is fourth. Home runs, Bellinger's second, Yelich is first. RBIs, Belly is second, Yelich is fifth. So it's really going to come down to the wire. But to me, I think you got to give the edge to Cody Bellinger. I mean, his average is 336, 30 home runs, 71 RBIs. Also, 15 of Cody Bellinger's home runs were when the Dodgers were tied or behind. So Cody Bellinger, he's having a phenomenal year. The last month hasn't been his best, right? But I think that he's going to come in after the break, strong, energized, ready to win that MVP. But here we go. Alfonso J. Soto, 7 straight years, the NL loses SMH. Look, we're all competitors. You want to support the senior circuit, the National League. But look, this game is an exhibition game. Don't get it twisted. We want our boys to do well. Kershaw did give up a run, but so did Walker Buehler. But give our guys a lot of credit. Give Ryu credit in his first South Korean to ever start a all-star game, and he gave up a hit but no runs, and he did his thing. So shout out to Hyunjin Ryu. But here we go. 5 hits from the NL. Yikes, especially with such a deep starting lineup. Carlos Borges, as always, Dodger haters have to talk crazy. Exactly. Of course. Hey, we're about to win our 7th straight NL Division Championship. We're going to walk to that. We're going to probably make our run at the 3rd straight pennant. So, of course, with that comes a lot of hate. So the more haters, that's probably translating to how much success the Dodgers are having on the field. So I don't worry too much about that. Flinch 04, no more losing the World Series. It's time to get serious now. Look, hey, if you want to ride that wave, that momentum, go to DodgersNation.com and pick up the T-shirt for Enough Talk About 88, because that is the mentality. We are all about ending that World Series for sure. Miss Jess Grams, yes, but they are all all-stars. It should have been crazy good. Everyone should have hit, scored, had mad moves, but no, it was dead boring. Look, if you're looking to see, based on what we saw yesterday with that fireworks show in the home run derby, I was with you. I thought it was going to be a 9-6. I thought you were going to see a lot of runs in that one, but it just wasn't the case. And really, it kind of came down to, they lost 4-3. But after yesterday, yesterday we had 312 home runs hitting that home run derby. So you got your home run fix a day early. And by the way, that breaks last year's record of 221. So it was a crazy day. Vlad had hit 91. Jock had 60 on his own before last night. And by the way, before last night, only 2 had over 60. Jock had 1. So we're all going to remember all of that. My favorite thing, too, was 7 of the participants last night, they made less than $1 million. So it was nice to see someone get a bag. Alonzo, he did his thing. I like that chain that Daddy Yankee gave him. Also, the average home run was 425, so it was crazy. I'm with you. I thought we were going to see more runs. We didn't. It wasn't the case. But, hey, let's focus on what's important. The second half of the season, the Red Sox come. We go to Boston. We go to Fenway on Friday, and a chance to let them know that, hey, this is a different Dodger team. This is not last year's Dodger team. This is a team that's focused and ready to make another World Series run. But this year, we're going to get it done. We're not happy with just a World Series appearance. But Jesse Salas, All-Star Game next year at Dodger Stadium. Who's going to the All-Star Game next year? I want to go. Tickets are going to be crazy. Should probably just put my kidney up on Craigslist right now because tickets are going to be crazy. I definitely want to go. I've never been to an All-Star game. Have you guys? David Ginzo, Bellinger, 2 strikeouts. Muncy can't hit Chapman. Strikeout. Kershaw still can't get Astros out. Look, trust me, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart when I saw Bregman cross home plate and him giving up hits to that. But look, I'm with you. Bobby 46, American League is just better. Scott Burbank, are you concerned about Turner? Am I concerned about Justin Turner? Personally, I'm not concerned about Justin Turner because I think that any criticism for Justin Turner, the Red Dream, Ginger Jesus, is a little overblown. I mean, if you look at this, from All-Star break to All-Star break, he has a 154 WRC+. That's 4th in the NL. So since last year's All-Star break, really he's playing an elite third base as far as, I wouldn't put it up, of course, with the Arenados of the world or guys like that, but he is a key cog to what the Dodgers do and everything that the Dodgers are trying to accomplish. I'm not too worried about Justin Turner. Of course, I would like to see him hit for a little more power, but also he's got a 42.3% hard hit rate this season, which is second in all of baseball among players with at least 200 at bats. So the numbers are kind of lying a little bit as far as his power goes. He's hitting the ball hard. He's getting hard contact. It's just not falling for him as much as it has, but he's still hitting. He's still in the 300 range. He's still doing his thing, and I think that you're going to see him just like last year. He's going to turn it up big time. I mean, he's hit 281 with runners in scoring position for the season. So really, that's when you can count on him, is with runners in scoring position. But also, I like the fact that he's playing games. It really hasn't been about the issues. He's gotten hit 11 times, but he's appeared in 82 games prior to the All-Star break. Last 2 seasons, it was 48 and 65. So, hey, if nothing else, Turner is in the game. He's been more durable than previous seasons. I think you're going to see him have a much I think he's going to be the guy who catches fire. Everyone's had their catch fire. You've had CT3. Turner, of course, had the multi-home run game, but I think you're going to see him catch fire with a little more consistency in the second half. So I think you're going to just see that. Also, but here we go. We got Astros come through again from the dude, Ray Barziman. I still like the Dodgers to win the World Series. I'm with you, Ray. I love the Dodgers to win the World Series. I'm excited to see what Andrew Freeman and company are going to cook up because, hey, we are all waiting. All you guys out there, Dodgers Nation, we are all waiting to see what elite arms you're going to bring in because we know that that is the key part. We know that this year the Dodgers, 14 blown saves. That's 12th in baseball, okay? 12 saves. The Dodgers have the fewest losses in the league at 29, right? We had 29 losses, but of those losses, 20 of them, the relievers have had a hand. So 20 of those losses, Dodger relievers have played a part in them. So you saw Yimi Garcia give up that home run the other night. I mean, we just need some help. But here we go. We got Bobby, Yankees and Astros. Bobby 46, Yankees and Astros. I think those are two guys that you're on the money there. I think that is who we're going to face. I'm not a huge believer in the Twins. I don't think the Red Sox will recover. I think it's their year. I think that you're dead on with that one. I think those are the two guys. Those are the two teams. Steve Flores just read that Justin Bieber won the MVP. What do you mean? No, but like Justin Bieber, he got. That was nice. That was actually a nice moment. Look, it's always you always kind of want to root for the home team players to do well, and he struck out the side in that inning. But Carlos Hernandez, that's why Kershaw shouldn't have been there. SMH, I think Clayton Kershaw was just fine. Clayton Kershaw, if you look at it, Clayton Kershaw, he came off a 9 strikeout game. He really has. I think he definitely deserved to be there. And also, when you think about it too, and this is a guy that he didn't make it last year. You didn't really see it that Clayton Kershaw was not going to make it 2 straight years. I think Clayton Kershaw definitely deserved to be in the All-Star game. But here we go. We got Tam Smith, I believe. Victor Calderon, fire Dave Roberts ASAP. Jam Just 11. Do you fire Dave Roberts? I think Dave Roberts, look, what can you say? He has this team on pace to win 105 games. And really, what can you complain about Dave Roberts? Yes, we understand. And look, I understand. When guys come back, he's going to have a lot of options, and the Dave Roberts naysayers are probably going to say, hey, the more options that Dave Roberts has, the more opportunities he has to to fail and mess up. But look, I mean, Dave Roberts is a guy who has won more postseason games. He's won 23 postseason games. 23 postseason games. I'm a guy who grew up in Los Angeles, and I was excited about one in 2004 with Jose Lima. So, hey, Dodger fans, we're spoiled. It's a good thing, but I'm with you. If Dave Roberts doesn't get it done in the near future, then we will explore new management. But for right now, I think Dave Roberts, with all of his flaws, with all the things he does right, is still the guy for the job. Francisco Avila, Joe Bug already hating on the Dodgers on the ASG. Hey, Francisco, I'm with you. Look, hey, I think there's I'm not a biggest fan of Joe Buck. I'm with you. June 11th, he's been just. I mean, when he went out, Corey Seager, since June 11th, this guy was just unbelievable. I mean, Corey Seager, he was just ripping the cover off the baseball. He was really getting his groove back from coming off Tommy John, coming off hip surgery. And I think that you're going to see a great version of Corey Seager when he makes his return. Don't rush it. We don't need the eager Seagers. He's going to be ready when he's back. So Corey Seager, I mean, he was batting .382. He was batting .382 from when he from June 11th until he got until he got out for injury. So since that time, I mean, he was really playing his best baseball. He was killing it. So he's going to be back. Don't worry about it. Manuel Ochoa, weakest link is Roberts. Dave Genzo, Yaz made the All-Star game, hitting .205. Hey, look, Yasmani Grandal. I mean, Grandal, I'm not worried about Yasmani Grandal. Good for him for making an All-Star game, but we are not going to miss Yasmani Grandal. He posted an OPS of 464 in 32 playoff games with the Dodgers. So think about that. 464 in 32 playoff games with the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw has a 457, okay? Last year's NLCS, he became the first MLB player to record 2 pass balls and 2 errors in the same game. He was benched. I mean, I'm not going to really miss Yasmani Grandal. He had a 417 OPS in the Fall Classic in 2017. Last year, he had a .83. So, Yasmani Grandal, look, we wish you none the best. Wish you nothing but the best. Glad you landed on your feet. Glad you landed in the All-Star game, but we're just fine. I do think that Will Smith is the answer. I think Will Smith is the answer for sure when it comes back. I mean, Will Smith is a guy that I think you're going to see. Congratulations to him. I mean, he just entered the top 100 prospects for Major League Baseball. 9 appearances with the Dodgers. He had 2 walk-offs, okay? And his first walk-off home run was against the Phillies. Then Yasmani Grandal. So I think that's going to be the move. But Carlos Borges need a starter and bullpen. Victor Calderon, it'd be nice. Ray Barsimeon, Turner has been struggling. Carlos Hernandez, yeah, that's why they lost 3 of 4. Victor Calderon, gone. We got Maura O'Brien watching from Provo, Utah. What up, Maura? We got Victor Calderon, fired Dave Roberts. Hamilton, those are probably some NL West trolls. It's all good. We know why you want Dave Roberts. He's never not won the NL West, so I think that I could understand why you would not want him to be the skipper of the Dodgers. But Hamilton out, and Belly has 2 strikeouts. Gee, the strikeouts are racking up. Ray Barsimeon, Bellinger, Will MVP, Carlos Borges. Cody is on another level. Lorraine Soto, Ayala, Bellinger, Victor Calderon. This one is Roberts' fault. Laura E. Ruiz, Belly. I mean, look, Roberts, he ran out of position players early, but they had their opportunities late. I mean, they had hand on the ropes. They really could make it happen. But look, we're not going to focus too much on this game. I don't think it's a reflection of Dave Roberts' managerial acumen, what happened tonight. I mean, he's just trying to get guys in. I mean, come on, this is what this game is all about. It's all about trying to get guys in the lineup that haven't. It's the All-Star game. It's the All-Star game. I don't ever want to lose a game where Dodgers are involved, but look, hey, we'll take it. I thought that they were going to come back. I thought you should have, but we got Jaime Contreras. Please, people, Yelich will get the MVP guaranteed, as Roberts would say. Ray Barsimian, luckily the All-Star game doesn't decide home field in the World Series anymore. I'm glad they got rid of that. I'm definitely glad they got rid of that. That was a disaster. I was not a huge fan of that at all. But here we go. We got Charles Hammond. Why would the Dodgers do that? Roberts is a good manager. If you're talking Mike Scioscia, he wouldn't last with the Dodgers. He won't use analytics. He left and retired because the game has left him. He's put behind. He's garbage. Look, Scioscia, by the way, he came through in '88. So he came through with the Dodgers as a player. As a manager, I mean, who knows how he would fare. But look, it's a balance with Dave Roberts. It's a balance where when it comes to managing the pitching staff, managing the bullpen, that's why I am a proponent of getting guys that can come in, elite relievers, because you really take it out of Dave Roberts' hands and you give him that push-button bullpen, and he really sets it up nicely for him, and it limits his ability to make mistakes. But I'm with you. Laura E. Ruiz, Jock was on. I'm telling you, Jock Peterson. What if we see Jock versus Bellinger next year? Could be a Jock Pop versus Belly Bombs next year. That would be must-see. Jock Pop versus the Belly Bombs. Get that right field pavilion ready to roll. But Carlos Hernandez will see. John Isles, I stopped caring about the MLB All-Star Game when the National League teams stopped winning. Shishada 369, the way this team has been playing lately, I'm worried about the Sox. I'm with you. I mean, of course, you got to respect the opponents. The Red Sox are a formidable opponent. With all those lefties, they're going to throw at us. That's why we need Pollock. We need David Freese back. We need guys on that side of the plate that can mash and balance it out, because that is likely a team that we could face in the postseason, and we want to see how we're going to fare. And don't think that World Series is not eating at these players, because they're going to have the fire to go in there, to go in Fenway and make a statement. Look for that. But we got Jaime Contreras, garbage. He's a great manager. Roberts doesn't know baseball. Anyone could coach the Dodgers with all that talent. Roberts got outcoached in the previous 2 World Series. Do you agree? Do I agree? I mean, I think that Dave Roberts is the figurehead of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that he'll take the blame and the brunt of the blame when it comes to it. He understands that the only way he's going to get the full respect of Dodgers Nation and to silence the naysayers is by raising that commissioner's trophy and winning a World Series. So he understands that, and he's okay with that. But yes, did he make some managerial miscues? Yes, there were some. Should he have taken out Rich Hill? Should Kenley have gone in for that in the 8th inning in Game 2? Of course, hindsight is always 20/20. But look, there was his first World Series too. Tommy Lasorda didn't win it after dropping his 2 World Series. So I'm going to stick to that until further notice. Look, I'm telling you, if Dave Roberts flames out in this postseason with all this talent, last year we were outmatched in talent, okay? I don't want to hear that Dave Roberts failed against the Boston Red Sox. We got smoked. We hit just above 200. We couldn't get runners on base at all. We were terrible with runners in scoring position. I don't really fault him too much for last year. We were outmatched from a talent standpoint. That's why it's so important for the Dodgers to get healthy and to get guys back and to get that lineup. But we got El Carza. What up, Doug? What up, El Carza? Sofin Tep, with Seager back, will CT3 regress? CT3 has been on fire since Seager has been injured. That's actually a really, really great question. Chris Taylor, I think that he mentioned that he made those mechanical adjustments with his swing, and hopefully, and that he's reverted to that 2017 Chris Taylor. I'm hoping that that's really more of the norm with Chris Taylor. I'm hoping that there won't be. Of course, it's impossible to expect him to produce at the level he has in Corey Seager's absence, but I think you'll see Chris Taylor play well, and I think that the competition with guys coming back, you're going to see Seager, you're going to see Kike, you're going to see guys force themselves to really compete for playing time, because you got to ride the hottest bat, and right now you can't take Chris Taylor out of the lineup when he's swinging the bat like he is. I'm trying to pull up his numbers right here and how he's been since in Corey Seager's absence, but all you really need to know is that he has really just been playing phenomenally in his absence. I mean, Chris Taylor, he's hitting his last 30, hitting 333 with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, 17 strikeouts. So it has been a much improved Chris Taylor from that standpoint. But here we go. We got Leah, never been to an All-Star game. Me neither. Maybe next year it'll be our first. We got Jim. What up? What up, Jaime Contreras? We got Ray. Ray went to the Earthquake game the other night. It was an awesome game. Got my Max Muncy 20x20 signed pick. Nice. Where'd you get this autograph? You got in the parking lot? That's where I used to do it as a kid. But that's curious. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get it? But yeah, I was at that game too. My people are freaking out. You saw the foul pole swinging left and right. But Charles Hamill, I want to go next year, but the tickets in LA for the All-Star game are going to be crazy expensive. I will find a way. It's around my birthday. I will get one of my kids to get me tickets. I love that, Charles. Hey, do the birthday Christmas combination gift or something, or Father's Day. Birthday, Christmas, Father's Day. That should get it done for you. I expect to see you at the game, Charles. We got Ray. Turner is struggling a bit, but he's still the best right-handed off-speed hitter in all of baseball. Dude can rake and go yard with curveballs, so we'll be fine. I'm not worried at all. I gave you the numbers on Turner just a second ago. I'm not worried one bit about JT, and I think that we're going to see last year. Last year, he played, he just took off in the second half, and I think you're going to see it there. But we got Pam, we got Zig Al, we got Edster's World. Dave Roberts is a puppet. I see what you're saying there. I think more the term is middle manager. I wouldn't quite call him a puppet, but it does feel like, he hops on that motorbike to get to the pitcher when it's a foregone conclusion who they're going to roll with based on the numbers and what the analytics say. But you've seen a couple times this year, Dave Roberts has managed from the gut. I think that there is an evolution there. But here we go. We got Ray Barsimian. I just found my Kershaw rookie card too. Ray, you got some crazy cool Dodgers memorabilia. What's your favorite piece of Dodgers memorabilia you have, my man? Marissa, great game. Love Max and Cody. Ray Barsimian having quarterback. Corey Seager back will make Turner and Bellinger better. Exactly. Esther's World, Joe Buck sucks. You said it. I'm just reading these. Hey, Joe Buck sucks. I'll read again. Muncy made an amazing play at second. That was a great diving stop, and that was a great stretch by Alonso there. Buck was all over Pete Alonso's great play. Exactly. The stretch was nice. The stretch was decent. Don't get me wrong, but Max Muncy, who that's a really underrated part of his game, is the versatility and the position flexibility that you have with him. First, second, third. Max Muncy can do a lot of great things on a baseball diamond, and you saw that tonight. SoFap Tep, LOL at Yaz OPS. Hey, man, I always say I bring my facts to the fight. You got to bring your facts to the fight, and the numbers don't lie on that one. I'm not concerned. An all-star appearance is an all-star appearance. But I do think we do need to upgrade at catcher. I think that Austin Barnes is just straight up cratering. June, he was 6 of 44, right? 6 of 44 in June with a 419 OPS. The pitching OPS for the pitcher's OPS right now from June 1st to now is 414. So, Austin Barnes, I think we need more productivity. But we got Charles Hamill. All right, Charles Hamill. Let's read this off. Dave Roberts is a great manager. If you look at what he's done as a manager, he is a winning manager. If he retired right now, he would make it in the Hall of Fame as a manager just based on sheer numbers. To manage egos the way he does is impressive. If you fire, the team goes down. Forget those postseason runs. Then Charles, I'm with you, man. I'm not saying Dave Roberts does not deserve criticism at times, because he does. But his first time he jumps on the scene, he's going to the NLCS. Then he's following that up with the World Series 2 years in a row. So he's a guy who deserves the same learning curve as some of the players do, some of our young talent that is yet to win a World Series themselves. So I'm with you. Like I said, Dave Roberts, 23 postseason wins. That's more than the Dodgers had in 22 years combined. So, the Dodgers were, look, and yes, he did. Don't get me wrong. You got a front office willing to spend. You got a farm system that's produced so much talent. The cupboard was far from bare. He was in a great situation, but I think that he's done as just about as everything you want him to do, save for win a World Series. Hopefully this is the year we get that done, though. Alex Verdugo, Raybar Simeon, Alex Verdugo has had a great year so far, and we will need him in the second half. He is our emotional spark plug, and I think he'll have a great second half. Verdugo is an awesome player. Look, I'm waiting. I don't know if I missed any news, but I'm waiting for them to fast track a Verdugo bobblehead. They did it for Manny Machado. I need that Verdugo bobblehead. I want to see the chains. I love the USA flag chain. I mean, I'm all about Alex Verdugo. I mean, he started to his last 7. I mean, I love how he got that hit, by the way. He didn't want to go into the break hitting 299, so he got that hit on Sunday. He's hitting over 300. Last 30, he's hitting 281. Last 15, though, 308. So Alex Verdugo, he's a guy also, as far as range goes, he's our best outfielder in my opinion. Yes, Bellinger has a better arm, but Alex Verdugo, look what he did. He saved that game against the Mets. I mean, this guy is making game-saving plays in the outfield, so I'm a huge fan of Alex Verdugo. But Leary, Timet, I agree. Roberts got out-coached the last 2 World Series. With the talent the Dodgers have, Ray Charles could coach them. Not saying he'd win that, but they should have won. Wow, Ray Charles. So you want Dave Roberts to hit the road jack. I guess that's what you're saying. But, look, I think personally the 2017 was a crazy World Series. I mean, I'm a masochist. I watched that series. I watched those games on YouTube for some reason just to get a better understanding of how Game 7 went down. You wonder, what if Kershaw had started that game? Yu Darvish was an absolute train wreck. I mean, we're talking 5 runs there. But, yeah, I mean, let's not get into that right now. But John Eastles, I will never understand why managers in all-star games see the need to include every single player on their roster. That's an interesting take. I mean, look, it's an all-star game. You never know. Max Muncy's a guy who got dropped by the A's at 27, had to totally retool. You never know when you're going to get a guy like Max Muncy. You don't know when it's going to be someone's only all-star appearance. And to think that he might live the rest of his life never playing a second in the World Series, in the Midsummer Classic, I think that'd be a lot to live with. So I'm actually for all players getting an appearance in the All-Star game. I know we've seen some crazy stuff happen. Of course, the tie game in 2002 comes to mind. But look, I mean, I think that at the end of the day, it's a celebration of baseball. There's nothing at stake, and really it's all really a showcase for Major League Baseball. It's a spectacle at the end of the day. Not too worried about that. But Max Muncy, he's the man. But here we go. We got DV pushing Bumgarner to the Dodgers. I'm cool. Hey, easy pass, man. Easy pass. I do not want. First of all, I don't want Bumgarner ever wearing Dodger blue, okay? If Bumgarner is traded to the Dodgers, I'm not out, but I would cringe, man. I would cringe. I'm not saying I'd root for injury or something, but there is no chance. Can you imagine? That would be such an anticlimactic ending to this run if Madison Bumgarner is the guy that gets this team over the top. That's not happening. Larry Bird is not getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Magic Johnson isn't getting traded to the Boston Celtics, okay? So that's not going to happen. I don't want any part of Madison Bumgarner. I know you might be all about wins and losses, but look, we got to do it our way. I'll take Will Smith, though. I'll take Will Smith because there's not a crazy history there, and we need that bullpen relief. He's had 22 and 22 of saves this year. I'll take Will Smith, but easy pass on Bumgarner. I don't want that dude. I mean, what? We're going to put his locker right next to Max Muncy? I mean, come on now, dude. We don't want anything to do with Madison Bumgarner. DV, David Vassay, that's cool if you feel that way, but here at Dodgers Nation, that's a big no stamp. Like the real FRG likes to say, that's a no from me, dog. So definitely not. Ed Stirs, Mike Socha is a World Series legend. Hey, I'm not gonna hate on our Dodger legends. But does anyone know who the first Dodger All-Star of all time is? It was Tony Cuccinello back in 1933. Tony Cuccinello, the first Dodger in the All-Star game, which is the first year of the All-Star game back in 1933. Most Dodgers in an All-Star game. That took place all the way back in 1962. That's when you had Padres, McBride, Koufax, Drysdale, Wills, Thomas. Yeah, I mean that team was just crazy stacked. Moran, but back to Dodgers Nation. We got Charles, let's go right to the top here. Ronnie Lee, Kershaw is my first choice on the bump. Go Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw being my first choice. Look, I'm telling you, Clayton Kershaw, I love Clayton Kershaw. And first of all, I love how his daughter Callie just stole the show. That was amazing. I mean, I want her in my corner. Callie Kershaw, she was rocking it with that "Let's Go Jock" chant. And I just love the Kershaw kids, man. That was good stuff yesterday. But is he my first choice on the bump? I would definitely probably say no for that. I mean, just because I would probably roll with either I would probably go with Ryu if he's still pitching like he's pitching at a Greg Maddux type level, and he's going to be on pace for his first Cy Young. I'd probably go with Ryu or go with Walker Buehler. I mean, Walker Buehler, you saw what he did in Game 3 last year. You saw what he did this year. 16 strikeout game, no walks, 15 strikeouts by swings and misses. So when you're going against some of that elite talent in the American League, I would probably roll with someone like that. But look, Clayton Kershaw, hey, this guy's already cemented himself as the pitcher of the generation. Only pitcher to win the NL MVP since Bob Gibson back in '68. And, I mean, he struck out 2,366 batters, 50th all-time. He's only 33 away from Dodger legend Sandy Koufax. So, hey, man, I'm not. I mean, 3-time Cy Young, Triple Crown. I mean, but look, Clayton Kershaw, in June, his ERA, 1.66. Okay? Clayton Kershaw had a 9-strikeout game. The offense was cold against the San Diego Padres. They couldn't muster up anything. They're hitting 187 in that series. So, I think the Clayton Kershaw, I would love for him to have his moment. He just want to be my number one pick right now. But trust me, I think that it sets himself up to do it. I mean, this year, like you said, he's got more core strength, more back strength. I feel like I got to just stable up when I say that, but he's got more back strength, more stabilized, and really the velocity has dipped a little bit. But Clayton Kershaw, I mean, he's a legend. But here we go. We got oh whoops. We got Joseph Megazzeni. Joseph Megazzeni. I'm gonna change that right now. Whoops. We got Joseph Megazzeni from downtown LA. Joseph Megazzeni. We got Michael. We got Annie saying good game. We got we got we got Shaneda. Let's give Jock some love since the MLB keeps ignoring his contribution to the home run derby. I'm with you. He should be getting a lot more love in the home run derby, and I'm with you on that 100%. He really needs to do it, and I think that you're totally correct there. I mean, he really just put on a performance for the ages. You wanted to see that, and unfortunately, it didn't go down. But yeah, I'm with you. But here we go. We got Andy. Good game. Michael Pachado. Looking forward to the second half. Can't wait to see Pollock and Seager back in the lineup. Go Dodgers from Florence, Arizona. Annie for sure. We got Raul. What's up, Raul? We got Ruiz. Is he ready for the bigs? Or no? I think definitely not. I mean, he's definitely not ready for the bigs. I mean, really, he's only 20 years old. He's still the Dodgers' top prospect. Really, offensively, he hasn't hit that well this year. So he's definitely far from being ready for the bigs. But especially too when we got a guy like Will Smith who's playing like he's playing. So he's all good. By the way, technical difficulty by the production team, but right there. But yeah, I cooked that one up super quick. But Sofeb, Seager, Turner, Verdugo, Bellinger, Freeze will be hitting above 300 after the All-Star break. Hoping Taylor and Muncy can hit above 280. I mean, he raised his batting average. Corey Seager, he all the way close, like 269, I think, when he was going down. So I think you'll see that. I mean, actually, he raised it all the way up to 278. So 278, and the way he was hitting, I think that's definitely a definite possibility. We got Charles Hamill. I think he's projected for 2022. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll be a while. Carlos Borges, I hope so. Michelle Carter, representing from STL. Let's all fire Roberts because he got us to too many postseason games without a win. Now this All-Star game, sarcasm. Look, I mean, you said it yourself. Give this guy a break, Dave Roberts. I mean, Doc, he's going to take the criticism. But Carlos Borges, I wasn't sold on Verdugo, but he's becoming everything they said he would be, eating my words. The thing about Alex Verdugo is in years past, we've had guys just having issues putting the ball in play, and he has one of the best contact rates in Major League Baseball. I mean, he knows how to put the bat on the ball, and now he's starting to hit for power. So I love what I'm seeing with Alex Verdugo. Someone said it earlier, he brings an energy, that youthful exuberance to the lineup, and I'm with you. I am all about Alex Verdugo, and he's a guy that we've heard about for so many years. He's a guy that the Indians weren't very hot on with Kluber, so were the Dodgers shopping him? Maybe the Dodgers didn't even know what they had out of him, but he has definitely exceeded expectations. Ray Bar-Simeon, I have a feeling that when this season is over, the Dodgers will be the final team standing in baseball, world champions. Els Carter, say no to Madison. Michelle Carter, agree, no Baumgartner. Just tell him to get it out of the effing ocean, and there's no crying in baseball. I like that, Michelle. Carlos, if Mad Bun comes to L.A., we riot. I'm telling you, I am not excited at the prospect of adding Madison Bumgarner. I started this show. I didn't see that as a legitimate rumor. He released his list of teams that he would consider joining. A lot of people think that the Yankees are going after Wheeler, and they're also going after Bumgarner. How about instead of Bumgarner coming to the Dodgers, he goes to the Yankees, and we beat the Yankees in the World Series? That, to me, sounds like a much better idea. I'd rather do that, but we got AC91. Who starts on the mound for the first game of the Boston series? I don't think they released it just yet, but it'll probably be, I'd imagine it'd be like Maeda. But we got Michelle Carter Riot, Carlos Borges, the Stove 25, Debbie Downer 76. Didn't Dodger All-Stars help the NL lose last year's All-Star Game 2? Stripling, yeah, Stripling. Yeah, Dodgers, they haven't had the best of times in these All-Star games. But look, this is the same team. All these teams that are competing tonight, only a handful of them are going to be playing in the World Series. Look for the Dodgers to be one of those teams. Ray Bar-Simeon, I just remembered something significant is coming up later this month. I know this isn't baseball related, but I just want to mention anyway, a week from this Saturday on July 20th is the 50th anniversary of the first moon landing of Apollo. Do the Dodgers play that night? Just wondering, 50 years ago this month, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. I don't know why, I was just thinking about that. Back to Dodger baseball. Baumgartner is too much of a hothead for Mora. We got Sofa up top. Urias hasn't given up a run on the in the bullpen since I don't know when. No, Urias is ridiculous. I mean, Urias really was the big development to me. I mean, this guy, we know that he's had some issues with. We know what he was dealing with as far as a personal matter, but this guy's been nothing short of lights out. Julio Urias is the real deal. He misses bats. His ERA is ridiculous, and Julio Urias is a guy that you definitely want to see in there. I mean, I to me personally, I don't know if he's not built up to be a starter, or if they're going too hard on the Strasburg preservation of Julio Urias. But I'm telling you, man, if you got to give me my four best pitchers in the postseason, Walker Buehler, Ryu, and Kershaw are in that mix. If Urias is ready, you take the training wheels off and you give him that role. I don't care, because he's a guy that has elite stuff. His last 7 games, he has an ERA of 0. Okay, 16 innings pitched. He's given up 5 hits, 14 strikeouts. This guy is a super stud. I love Julio Urias. I'm telling you. We got put Clint in the 2020 All-Star game in L.A. I think definitely we got to put Clint Pasillas in the All-Star game in L.A. I'm down with that. Carlos Borges, it was bad enough when Wilson and Romo came to us. Exactly. Dodgers, I think that Will Smith, though, is a guy that is perfect. Put Real Virginia in the 2020 Celebrity All-Star game. I'm down with that. Charles Hamill, I think when Jock comes back home, I think the stadium gives him a standing O. I definitely think they are. They are going to appreciate. Look, Jock Peterson hadn't hit a home run since June 20th. He had been homerless since 6/20, and he was really going through a stretch where he was really struggling. I mean, Jock Peterson last 30 games, hitting 190. Okay? So he's hitting 190 in his last 30, but only 3 home runs for Jock Peterson in his last 30 games. So you've heard all that myth. It's a huge myth. I mean, having a Jose to Abreu that one year with where it kind of hurt him. But look, the home run derby, hopefully that will change things. You saw Bryce Harper after the home run derby last year. He was going in there hitting like 250. After the home run derby, he puts on that show. He's hitting over 300. You saw Aaron Judge. He went on to set the rookie record for home runs. So I think that could light a fire and spark Jock Peterson, especially knowing that, hey, with the depth of this Dodger lineup, whoever produces is going to be in the game, and the Dodgers have a surplus of talent. So I'm with you. I think that Jock is going to get a standing ovation. Hopefully this jump starts his home runs because we need it, and we need him hitting jacks. That's when he's at his best for us. Ray Barsimian, sup. Carmen Favis, first hit and home run given by Dodger pitcher and 2 mistakes by Muncy. Home run by Colorado Rockies, hit by Houston. Isabel Ochoa, yes, Jock needs something of a trophy. Exactly. I mean, dude, you got to split that bag up. Split that bag up 3 ways. Give Vladdy some. Give Jock some. By the way, shout out, you guys mentioned Real FRG. Shout out to Real FRG. This guy did a comprehensive breakdown because Carl Ravitch was miscounting some of Jock Peterson's home runs, and a lot of people thought he had hit 30. If you saw, there was that funny meme someone made where it had Clayton Kershaw, Charlie with bringing in that thing, and he photoshopped Jock had 30. But it's all good, Jock Peterson. Next year is your year. You just want to save it for Dodger Stadium. We get it. Hamilton O. Lux, is he another overhyped reject? I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, Gavin Lux is Gavin Lux is the starting second baseman most likely for the Dodgers next year. So Gavin Lux is absolutely killing it in AAA. He's ascending very quickly. So look for Gavin Lux to step on the scene. I mean, who knows if they'll bring him up when the rosters expand, maybe just to observe. But no, this guy is the real deal. Gavin Lux is really doing is really just lighting things on fire out there in AAA. But we got Johnny. If my memory serves me yet, I fear the Dodgers pitching cost has the NL in at least 3 All-Star games. Look, Stripling was last year, and then the year before. I'm trying to remember the 2017, but I got to think about that for a second. But I think you're right though. I mean, Dodger pitchers do seem to play a role in the outcome of these. So. Hamilton, you said the same about Verdugo, but failed again. No, I mean, look, Charles Hamill, that's why it's good to watch the kids in the farm system to know who is coming up when they trade and what you lost. That's another thing, too. If you deal with the Giants, do you want to see them win with our prospects? Because we know the Dodgers, they have an elite farm system. Credit to Andrew Freeman for developing that. But, no, Gavin Lux, he's the guy that is really, really having a phenomenal time, and he's making it. He's going to make his way up there, and I don't know if he can contribute this year, but this guy is a future star. Don't kid yourself. Carlos Borges, who can forget when Puig looked lost in the All-Star game? I remember that. By the way, Puig has caught fire of late. I mean, he got off to such a slow start, but Yasiel Puig is playing much better of late. We got Hamilton. We need a new bullpen. Dodgers Nation TV, vote Clint for the celebrity softball game in 2020. Hey, I'm here for that. Clint Pasillas, the king of Dodgers Nation. Get the real FRG in there. I'm telling you, dude, that would be so sick. And by the way, I mean, and trust me, that he's going to have some serious competition as far as stars go. Because, I mean, the Dodgers, Los Angeles is going to bring about those stars. I mean, if it was the Cleveland, I mean, it's going to be some competition. So, but I think that he definitely fits in there. I don't care who you bring in there. But Ray Barsimian, Jansen, and Kelly and Baez will all be shut down in the second back. The Stove 25 agree. Let's see Jock get hot after the home run derby bombs. I'm telling you, it can happen. And like I said, 3 home runs in his last 30. Carlos Borges, Lux is the future. I'm telling you, if you're not paying attention to Gavin Lux, he's just tearing the cover off the ball in AAA. The thing about him is he going to be a shortstop? And now they found the perfect spot for him at second base. So I love it. I'm telling you, this guy is a superstar written all over him. And that's the thing, too, because that has been a position the Dodgers haven't gotten very much production out of in recent years. So Dozier was basically a bust for the Dodgers. Utley didn't do what he was signed to do. To have a second base come in and produce like Corey Seager did when he came in for the shortstop position would be unbelievable. Ray Barcemian, Hamilton's use of words sounds ouch to me. Martin, can I get a hello? Martin Jamapood, hello, Martin. What up, Martin? We got Isabel Ochoa. Will Smith should come back up. Look, I mean, he was on the IL. He had a little hip injury, but I think you'll see him come back. I mean, Austin Barnes is just cratering. Michelle Carter, his time will come. Carlos Borges, May looks better and better. Yeah, Dustin May is a guy who is another guy who's really his lettuce is spectacular. I mean, Dustin May, this guy he's going to be a guy that you got to look for. I mean, he's definitely good. But here we go. Sophie Tebb, Dodgers have scouts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Dodgers, there's a reason why they have that untouchable list, and Dustin May is a guy that he's out there. And John, yeah, exactly, yeah, that's what I said. In 2017, it was Kenley Jansen. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. But look out for Dustin May. Look out for Gavin Lux. This year, maybe not. But hey, I mean, we didn't really talk trades tonight. But I mean, tonight almost felt like an audition for who's gonna be that next Dodger reliever. Everyone really made their. I mean, what about that pitch from Hendricks, airmailing it? But look for the Dodgers to make a trade in the next couple of. Hopefully, next couple weeks. Definitely the next couple weeks. Hopefully, the next couple days. But I'm telling you, Andrew Freeman, if you're listening, I don't think Felipe Vasquez is in the mix anymore. But go to DodgersNation.com. It's a great piece written by Daniel Preciado about potential guys. So mentioning Seth Lugo, 3.35 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, and he's a guy 2.26 against lefties and 2.33 against righties. So that's definitely good. I really like Diekman from the Royals. He's a guy who, I love guys that late in games that with strikeout potential. Hendricks is a guy that we saw tonight had a little bit of issues, but 1.29 ERA, and you got to love that K rate, a 31.7 K percentage for Hendricks. And I'm telling you, missing bats is what it's all about in those late inning, high leverage, crunch time games. I really think Shane Green feels like he might be the guy, a 0.8 ERA. Doesn't strike out as many guys as the other guys do, but 22 saves. But here we go. Jaime, we got Jamie. Jamie, I'm glad none of our guys got hurt. And with Free, Seager, and Pollock coming back, we have been upgraded. Build that bullpen. I'm with you. Build the bullpen. It's the weakest link. The Dodgers are going to live to regret it if they don't do it. It's all about the bullpen, and that's just what it is. If you look at the Dodgers, that is the missing piece. And the good thing for the Dodgers, look, let's be excited. This is what it's all about. 60 wins at the All-Star break. They're one game ahead of the Yankees. They're still one game. They're still ahead of the Yankees. 6.5 game lead in the NL. This is really a storybook season, on pace to win 105 games. It's just unbelievable. Only 15 teams since 1933 have won 60 games before the All-Star break. Since 2010, only three clubs that led Major League Baseball have won the pennant. But this team is going to be different. Last year, the Red Sox did it with that same situation. And really, it's all about the Dodger pitchers. The Dodgers, it's all about the pitching, and they're going to carry us back to the World Series. So let's celebrate. It's going to be good times. Ray Barcemian, any updates on Rich Hill? He got that ultrasound, and apparently he's getting close. I think he's about 10 days away from picking up a baseball. And unfortunately, with that hard deadline, they're not going to have an opportunity to add some guys. So it'll be interesting to see what they get out of Rich Hill, because when he went down, he was a guy who was right there in the mix, pitching his best baseball. Michelle Carter, don't talk trash on Jansen. He's doing better after his slow start. Still a great closer. He's a great closer, but look, it's no secret. Even back in the – it's no secret that his velocity has dipped, and – he doesn't pitch well on back-to-back nights. He could use some help. So Bill Soto, unfortunately, pretty much a disappointing representation of the LA Dodgers. He had another all-star game. Aside from Jock getting loose on the derby, Ryu holding his own for the inning, and Muncy's defense. Look, I mean, you can't have it all. Give me 60 wins at the All-Star break. Give me All-Star appearances. It is a glorified exhibition game. The Dodgers are ready to roll. They're focused on Boston. They're going to head to Fenway. Jamie, it would be great to get Cingrani back. That's not going to happen, but look what you saw. I mean, he got that shoulder surgery, so he's donezo. But look at Chargois, man. This guy is a real dude. I mean, Chargois could be a guy that could do some things. He's struck out his last 7 of 10 batters. So Chargois is a guy who's real nice. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for rocking with us on this special All-Star edition of the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter at DMAC_LA. Check out DodgersNation.com for all the best Dodgers content. Go get yourself some Dodgers Nation merch. Be sure to start the campaign to get the real FRG in the celebrity game next year. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for rocking with us once again, and go Dodgers!